Well, I don't know about you, but did you see today's news? I just logged into my investment account and I've taken about a 4% hit on everything that I have invested in at the moment on my main online investment account. A lot of panic running in the streets. A lot of people are concerned about, is there going to be a recession? Are the interest rates ever going to come down? With this atmosphere, I thought maybe I can take some solace in my record collection. And so far, over the course of the history of my channel, I have avoided that low-hanging fruit video entitled "The 10 Most Valuable Records in My Collection," according to Discogs. Well, I thought today would be maybe apropos and a good opportunity to kind of dip my toe into that video. So without further ado, I'd like to take a look at how the top 10 records in my collection are currently performing. This is, I think, you will all understand this is tongue-in-cheek. Hopefully you read the disclaimer at the top of the video today. But this is just for, as they say, shits and giggles. And I did actually do a detailed analysis of the first record I want to talk about today. And by the way, I'm not going to include any box sets in this discussion today. I'm talking about 10 records. Some of them are vintage, some of them are reissues, some of them were audiophile pressings at the point in time that they were issued. Let's get started. Up first is a 1985 Beatles White Album. This was the famous German DMM cut. It is highly regarded from the gentleman at Parlogram Auctions. I think he had it in his top 3 best sounding White Albums according to his ears. It is a stereo cut, of course. Here is a look at the original hype sticker. This, of course, was a double LP, and it was issued on a really pretty white vinyl compound. Again, it's a direct metal master cut. It's very dynamic. I think it has plenty of low end. I've noticed that Harry's Music Room, I think he just picked up a copy of this very recently. I think he put it up on his Instagram feed. Congrats, Harry. I will let you know that I purchased this record 3 years ago for $110. If I look at the current situation with this record on Discogs, I am seeing a median value of $326. It's actually $325.75. I'm going to round it up to $326. And if I look at a very simple ROI calculator, I have currently, as we stand today, a return on investment of 117%. I have a simple annual ROI of over 39%. Compound annual growth rate currently is at 29.54%. Ladies and gents, that is amazing. I am going to sleep better tonight. Number 2, second most valuable record in my collection according to Discogs, according to their data, according to the current median value. This one I actually had a little bit of a quibble with. I have a Presswell pressing, Led Zeppelin II, Robert Ludwig, mastered hot cut, Sterling Sound SS in both sides. The record is in near mint condition. It was purchased in the spring of 2021 for $35 in a local record shop. They obviously didn't know what they had. The current median on Discogs is $215. I have seen pressings of this on eBay topping out at $1,000 for a near mint example. So, you know, some people think that the Presswell is the lesser of the American RLs. There are also those who swear on the German pressing that was an RL hot cut as well. All I'll say is I am extremely happy to have this in my collection. It's not going anywhere. That's number 2. Number 3, I was really kind of surprised with this. It is the 1996 record, Broken Arrow, Neil Young with Crazy Horse. Kind of an uneven record at the time, although I love it. There's an incredible song, Big Time, on this record. Also, I think Loose Change is another standout cut. You can see how much prep I put into this video today. This is currently on Discogs with a median value, and it's in near mint condition too, by the way. A median value of $199.99. And everyone knows that median values on Discogs need to be taken with a little bit of grain of salt. They could be a little lesser or a little higher depending on recent sales data. So you need to actually dig a little bit deeper to get a better idea. But for the sense of time today and the lack of preparation, I am just going to go with that median value. So that was number 3 in my collection. Neil Young and Crazy Horse, Broken Arrow, a fantastic record. Came out in 1996, and yes, it is an original. And yes, it'll probably be reissued by Neil's team and Neil himself. Number 4, this was a really interesting one to me. This is REM's New Adventures in Hi-Fi. It is a double album. It was the limited edition that you could only buy on the REM shop website at the time. I think it was limited to 2,000 copies. Mastered by Kevin Gray. And this was the gray marble smoke vinyl edition. I will say that just go get a black copy, the black vinyl. This is an amazing cut. It has improved on the CD. I never had an original pressing to compare this to, but I am super happy with this. I think I purchased this for $40 when this was released in 2021. And it is currently median on Discogs, $187.50. Crazy. An example of a limited release, a special audiophile pressing. Whenever REM, I think they're done now. When they have put out their reissues and remasters, always jump on the limited edition if it's available, and I did. I was able to score that. Okay, that's number 4. Let's look at number 5, which is also an REM record. This is an original pressing. I am super proud of my digging ability on this one. I purchased this. I actually put notes and Discogs on this one. This was purchased in Fort Collins, Colorado on February 21st, 2023. Year and a half ago. An original pressing of Automatic for the People. This is an incredible cut. I flipped my reissue after finding this in the wild for $33. It is also a DMM cut, interestingly enough. One of the best sounding records of my collection. I may have already featured this in my Crown Jewels series. If not, note to self, I need to. This is going for $176. on Discogs as far as a median is concerned. It has been sold for as high as $375, probably a sealed copy. Anyway, this is incredible. A great record, one of REM's best. Warner Brothers label, of course, DMM cut, original 1992 pressing. Number 6 on the list. This was purchased last spring, a little over a year ago. It is one, was it the first Rhino Hi-Fi release? I can't remember. But of course, the self-titled Cars album, of course, mastered by Kevin Gray. I don't know if the corner bump and ding is going to be held against the value. Thank you, Rhino Hi-Fi, for those early days of their shipping issues. Trying to get a good look at that. It's annoying. But the record is pristine. Purchased for, I think it was $39.99 plus shipping. This is currently trending at $175 on Discogs as far as a median value is concerned. Number 7 on the list, the most valuable records in my collection according to data on Discogs. That would be Mirror Ball. Neil Young backed up with Pearl Jam. I don't think Eddie Vedder was involved unless maybe he played tambourine. The 1995, very cool record. I bought this on CD when it came out. It is a double record, and this was an original that I picked up for $125. Was it $125? I think I picked this up for $125. I made an offer. It was on the wall at a record shop, the Record Exchange in Boise, Idaho, over the July 4th weekend. So a very recent pickup, Mirror Ball, 1995 record, and that is currently trending at $169 median on Discogs. Number 8 in the collection, the Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab release for Doolittle by the Pixies. This was originally released in 2009. It is a numbered copy. There is mine. Looks like 4,319, if you can see that. A glorious record, and I am still looking for the original UK pressing on 4AD. But this thing is absolutely incredible. It actually came with the original, there's some kind of a booklet involved in this release as well that was included. The Pixies Doolittle, that is currently, this has got a median right now on Discogs of $160 even. A glorious way to enjoy one of the best records of the 90s, Doolittle by the Pixies. By the way, I'm looking forward to, what's it called, The Night of the Zombie or something like that. It's coming out in October. I've heard several, I think 3 tracks so far have been released. Maybe it's only 2. Really, really good. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been kind of meh on the last 2 or 3 Pixies releases. I know they've switched out their bass player again. Come on, Charles, what is going on? Anyway, I'm looking forward to that. It's coming out in October. But that was number 8. I've got 2 more records. I'm going to go to number 9 right now. This is Siamese Dream, Smashing Pumpkins, 1993, a double LP with a gatefold. This is the first repress of the album. You know, the first ones came out as colored copies, colored vinyl. I think there was orange, maybe yellow. Again, lack of prep today, but these were issued on black vinyl, the Caroline label, of course. And I picked this up about 2 years ago. Let's see where I am on this. I'm actually underwater on this thing. I think I bought this for about $200. And it is currently trending on Discogs at $154. Probably the main reason being is because the reissue that has come out recently that I have up here on my shelf kicks butt on the original pressing, or the near original pressing that I have. This thing has sibilance, it is a little thin, and the remaster, I think it's a 3 or 4 LP box set that you should be able to find for $50. Maybe it's just a 2 LP. I'm thinking about Melancholy. You should be able to find that for between 50 and 75 bucks. And it blows this out of the water, ladies and gentlemen. But the old collecting issue that, you run into, do I really want to sell this 1993 copy of such an iconic record? Don't know. The fact that I'm currently underwater on it means I'm not selling it. All right, number 10. This is fantastic. This is currently trending at $152. This is currently trending at $152 median value. I purchased this record for $75 3 years ago. It is Dark Side of the Moon. It is the 30th anniversary cut, near mint condition. Of course, it had all of the accompaniments. There is a kind of a hype piece for this release. Kevin Gray. An amazing pressing of this outstanding record from 1973. This was issued in 2003, the 30th anniversary pressing of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. There you have it, everybody. That is a look at the top 10 records in my collection. I needed to kind of take a temperature check on where I was after that huge hit that my stock portfolio took today. Hopefully you guys are all, and ladies, are doing well. You are checking your blood pressure, your temperature, and don't log into your investment app, and by all means don't look at your 401k. Records, thank God. Take care.